Hey guys, this is going to be my guide to the Midnight Isles. Now, in case you have not reached this part, please leave the video because this is going to be very, very spoiler heavy. But I have wasted about an entire day or maybe even a day and a half just to be able to figure out how to get around in the city. And since I'm finally able to do so, I think, I'd like to actually help you guys find your way around the city, which is kind of made like a maze and with a lot of shifting parts. Now, game design wise, it looks pretty cool. Problem is that it's also really, really annoying. So, first of all, when you reach this, when you reach the Midnight Isles, the first area you're going to be in is the lower city. You're going to come out over here from the Nexus. There you're going to climb these stairs and you're going to find your way into the east side of the city. Now, the first thing you'll need to know about your way around the city is that the lower city is divided into two halves, the west side and the east side, and the way you go from one side to the other is going through the Bad Luck Tavern. So, another thing is things keep shifting all the time. So this wall right over here moves. So in case you can't reach the Bad Luck Tavern, it could be that this is the reason. So you'll have to wait until the wall moves to let you pass to reach the Bad Luck Tavern, especially if you're coming from here. Now, the Battle Bliss Arena is another one of those areas that is shifting. And once you get here, the gate is either here or it's not. So keep that in mind as well if you want to come in here. That if you don't see the gate, just wait a little bit. It should turn around just like you saw and allow you to pass. And this wall, just like you saw, it will allow you to pass. Once it allows you to pass, you go into the Bad Luck Tavern. Now, as you come into the city, you might be tempted to stay here because you might have a little bit of corruption already and you feel like you might be in a little bit of trouble. But try to not do that because it doesn't give you any advantages, but it's just a pain. So don't bother doing that. There is a way in which you could sleep and remove all of the corruption, and it will be available once you go back to the Nexus. Oh, sorry, you can't really see it right here. So here's the stairs that take you to the east side, the west side of the city, of the lower city. Over here in this portal right here, or this exit, you'll get to the upper half of the east side of the city, and here is the passage to the lower half of the east side of the city. So here is how you basically go through the various parts of the city. And that's it basically for the lower city. You might have some interactions here and there, and this is basically where you get to the various parts. And just to show you, here is the Rotten Guttery, so if you're looking for it, then you'll know how to get there through the tavern. And I believe there's also some stuff over here. And of course here's the arena. But once you're done with that, you'll have an interaction here with the guards, and they will allow you, once you have enough reputation, to go to the middle city. Now the middle city, in my opinion, is one of the more annoying places. I can't really decide if it's more annoying than the upper city or not, but you'll see kind of what I mean. It is kind of convenient that the middle city is built kind of like a circle that you can kind of move around through the shifting aisles and shifting walls and stuff. Basically, you come out over here in this area of the map, and over here you're going to have a portal to the flesh markets, and this is going to be the portal back up. And the flesh markets is going to give you access to the east side of the city, this floating island right here. And from this floating island, you might have access to this side of the city. And then through another shifting wall, you might have access to this side of the city. And then you're going to have this area going up and down, allowing you access between these two areas and back over here. So I'm going to show you kind of how it looks. Luckily, it will shift fast enough because it might take a long time, which is kind of what I mean by it being annoying. So first off, you have this wall right over here. Now, at first you can't reach this portal, but this wall comes down, and it might take a while. If it doesn't, you might consider reloading, because it might take a while unless you reload, and sometimes even reloading doesn't really help, and you have to go back and forth. Maybe I don't know what really happened, but it might take a long time until this wall shifts down. Hopefully it does so soon. If not, just know that this wall starts going down. Once it does, you'll be able to access this portal, which will give you access to this side of the city. Now, what are the odds that it's moving? No. So I guess we'll go the other way around. So you go down to the flesh markets. And there's a bunch of interactions here as well. But in the flesh markets, as you could just see, this island is moving.
We do it my way.
And allows you access through here. Once it goes down, it allows you passage from the flesh markets to this east side. But once you reach this island, you're gonna be able to move over here. You're gonna go through this portal up. This is a puzzle. If anybody's interested in the solution, leave it in the comments. I might explain how it works. But that would be another video. Now over here you have the Harem of Ardent Dreams, and this house with a bunch of other quests. And this is going to be the access to the other part of the city. Now over here, you have this shifting wall. You have to wait for it to move. Again, things take a while to move. Or they might take a while to move. Luckily, I mean, if you might get lucky and it's just there. Oh shit, I missed my chance. No. Oh, yeah, I did. There you go. Wait, what? What's going on? Once you reach this side, you can come here and wait for this to move. And I suppose by now you kind of understand what's going on. This is how it works in both the middle city and the upper city, where floors shift around and allow you access to areas that otherwise you can't access. And you will have to wait for stuff to move around, but if you're stuck, then this is probably the solution. And basically I'm going to show you how to get from each area to each other area. There we go.
Follow if you dare.
Now here, you have two separate areas that this leads to. One of them is over here. It's basically a dead end. I believe you have some interactions here. You might not, I don't remember very well. And by the way, you can cheat and kind of click this portal over here, which is kind of what I'm going to do. And that leads you up here. this area, I believe you also do have an interaction. And additionally, this wall is going to eventually move out of the way. Maybe it depends on camera angle. Is that the thing? This is the way to the upper city.
I'm gone.
Up here. Now over here in this part of the city, you have the 10,000 delights. Yep. Here you're going to take the portal down.
We do it my way.
Yep, and this is how it looks when the wall is down. Now it goes back up. And we're back where we started on this floor. We've went basically all the way around. Which is basically, it shows you every single passageway and secret passageway on this floor. Now, to our next floor. Right here is the way you access this part of the city. I have not interacted with it yet. I've actually just opened this, and that's kind of even what inspired me to make this video. But as you can see, this island has also a few parts in it. It has this area, it has this main area, which is split in two halves, and then there's this southern area. So once you show up over here, by this time you're going to have access through probably the portal system, and I'm going to explain in a second how the portal system works. But this is where you show up with the portal, and I believe you show up somewhere around here also when you interact with the guards to go up to the upper floor. Or maybe you just show up through the portal, I don't really remember. But in any case, this part has, I suppose, the vast majority of the quests in the entire Midnight Isles, and this is where a lot of the companion quests are going to be as well. I'm just going to show you how to access this upper area. It looks pretty cool how it shifts to the side. Again, we're trying to get to this area right here. You know, you don't really have to actually see it. If it happens, it happens. But here you're going to have, yeah, the House of Wicked Knowledge, a Mage's Tower, which I have not interacted with. I think you also need to access this from over here. Oh, there it is. So in order to get to the Mage's Tower, you're going to have to get to this island over here, and then walk up here. Once you have access, I don't know what enables access, but once you do, you just go through this door over here, and it's going to send you to the Mage's Castle, or the Mage's Tower, whatever it's called. And one more area that you're going to probably need to go to is you'll need to go to from the east side of the middle of the upper city to the west side of the middle of the upper city, and you do that through a portal. Right here.
My skills are obsolete.
The camera angles are going to be pretty annoying, so keep that in mind. Just use the mini-map a lot.
Follow if If you
Now
do,
once you're in this upper area, head to the south.
I'm off.
And again, you're going to have to wait for the island to shift.
This war
Basically,
must
every
end.
single time you see these bridges without another side, it's a guarantee almost that there, or there's basically a guarantee that there's going to be a way for you to get to another island through there. This is how you get to this side of the island, and I believe again there's a portal up and a portal down. Wait, am I missing something? Nope. Take the portal off.
Follow if
Over here you're
you
going to have
dare.
stairs. These stairs take you to the southern part of the southern island. Here you also have some interactions, and I believe here you might have a random encounter or something like that. And on this side of the island you have, what is it called? The Rapture of Rupture. You have, once you get onto this island from the middle one,
I'm off.
and I believe over here there's also another quest that I might have not accessed yet, or maybe I've completed, I'm not really 100% sure. But again, that's basically it. The entirety of the Midnight Isles, and how to get from each area to each other area
I'll do what I must.
in each part of the city. And this is going to be pretty handy if you get lost and you don't know how to progress to other sides of the quest. It's probably in one of these shifting city areas, and you'll just have to be patient and wait for stuff to move around. I hope this was helpful, and have a good day, guys.